Hey everyone, and welcome back to Construction Simulator in Europe. This is part 2 of us building a house. This house has been really cool. We actually had to dig some dirt out and pour a foundation and put up all these walls, and we just finished concreting a roof in, and it's been quite fun to do this so far. Pretty well expecting to finish it today, so yeah, let's jump into the crane and see if we can actually do that. Hopefully everybody's having a great day. This is quite fun. Haven't played Construction Simulator for a while. Taping this back to back with the other episode and getting it back into the game, and it's really, really good fun. I forget how enjoyable this game is. Got a lot of new expansion stuff available in the game since it came out, or since I've been playing it last, but I don't think I'm going to delve into it because I'm still trying to chase that $25 million achievement, and I don't want to be buying anything. We probably could try to sell some of our equipment because we definitely have more trucks and stuff than needed, but yeah, at the moment plan is just to enjoy it, get some of these easy contracts done, earn a bit of cash, and yeah, just enjoy making stuff. This crane I've got is the smallest one. We own all of them, but unfortunately I don't think we can reach our entire pile. You can see that's the limit. So I think what I might do is just jump across to the excavator and let's pull some of that stuff a little bit closer. And so for starters, this scaffold I think has to go into that big blue hologram right next to us. So we can do that first, if I can get the curl right. There it is. Get that up, and we should be able to squeeze that. Oh, that wasn't very... that was terrible. I'm usually a better operator than that. Yeah, let's move some of this stuff a little bit further in the pile. So I'm hitting the crane here. Right, curl under, curl over, and then let's put this out over. Oh, why? Oh, I'm hitting the scaffold. Now, that was not pretty at all. Feel free to roast me in the comments over that one. That was terrible. Yeah, I keep on forgetting to... Oh, that... Wait a minute, I'm going to have to move that crane. That crane is constantly glitching. So, get out of the way. Yeah, there we go. Now I can just easily curl. And I think I need to move all of these forward. Kind of wishing I had put it on a truck now, rather than being a bit lazy. Yeah, excavators are really good for this kind of rapid movement of stuff. Trying to squeeze that. Come on. Not on top. In the hole. There it goes. And yeah, I don't think this blue thing next to me is something that needs to be moved. I think that's a static asset. So that, I think, means the tower crane should now be able to do its job. And so we need, I think what's left, if I get a camera angle right. Come on. Camera angle. I think what's left is, yeah, some bricks. I think since I've played last, I bought myself, or I got for Christmas, a new Xbox controller. The previous one I had, I'd worn out the left joystick's button, where where you press the joystick down. And what that meant was I was constantly changing camera from camera to action mode, just way too easy just by moving the stick left and right. And I can tell you, it is way better. The new Xbox controller definitely is, a bit more resistance and is not as touchy as the last one was. So yeah, I've got a nice little blue one. You know, I've got one with a bit of colour, the Xbox One Series controller. Yeah, quite like it. I did think about getting one of the Elite controllers, but I don't think I just would use it to like justify it. Where's the trigger for this? Where's the trigger? Did I put that there and we don't need it? Or is there a sequence? Did I put something? Is there an order to this? Unpack. Are you being weird? Oh, please don't glitch. I don't understand. That is the only construction materials, right? Oh, no, it's outside. No, I think I've got a spare one. So that's looks like I put that up there and it wasn't required. So before that becomes an issue and gets locked into the building, let's get that out of here. Yeah, that was a mistake to do that. Let's dump it over here. You know what? I might even leave it on there. That can stay there. I'm going to jump down to the excavator where it is. Jump out of there. Let me get out. And we will change the time. Not emotes. Coffee break. Midday. I like the midday sun. It's nice and bright. Makes it easy to see what you're doing. Alright, let's get this scaffold done. I assume it's going to put a second story on everything. Where did that go? Weird. Alright, 6 more ceiling elements here over here. And looks like we're going to do some more concreting. So I'm glad we didn't put the truck away. My brain wants to do the mobile crane commands. The panning and everything else is back to front. This is quite an interesting project, this single family house. Actually, since it's a new episode, let's have a look at the job. So it's, yeah, this one on the right hand side. These two I'm doing multiplayer, which is why they're kind of stagnating because I haven't got around to doing that. Yeah, it's got a fair few things. We did a whole lot of ground prep, and then we poured the slab, and then put the bricks up on the around the edge of the building. Then put the first floor's concrete ceiling on, and we just did the brickwork just then. That's what we just unpacked. Put another roof on it, and then we're gonna more bricks, okay, and then unpack probably some trusses, I'm guessing. And then outside, yeah, we've still got a fair bit to do. Quite a fun project, and we're doing it on hard, so yeah, 300 grand. Can't complain about that. There we go. Our nice little domestic lever crane's got a half decent turn speed. Can't complain about that. Just trying to make it so that I don't hit the walls here. I am YOLOing it a bit as far as rotation though. And I think this is the last of the thin panels, and then it's 2 big wide ones. Get the swing right. And you should be up to concreting again. I think that concrete pump and housing can reach the far side. We'll find out, I guess. It didn't seem to have that much leeway last time when we did the last floor. I will rotate this last piece just because it's a weird shape and we should at least twizzle it at least once. Up and around. I was just about to say I haven't hit a wall yet, just as I hit a wall. That's because I was preparing myself to do the rotation and I wasn't paying attention to the swing. Alright, let's see if our concrete pump there can reach. We need to turn the pump on again at the back there. the chute goes into itself and then into the pumping bit. So I really want to keep that first me and that crane today are not friends. I really want to keep that first hydraulic thing at like 90 degrees. I think I might start at the back first. Yeah, that's working great. Flow, flow, flow. There it goes. It's a pretty game, isn't it? Yeah, it looks fantastic. I like how it's got the autumn colours and everything. A little bit different. Well, it's different as it's actually very, very similar to the first map you get in SnowRunner. It also has this same autumn feel to it. But it is a very nice game. I notice it's in the opening credits, you know, when they go, hey, this is all the people that we want to thank type stuff. I did notice it's built with Unity. I think Unity is definitely coming along over the years. I think the quality of games it can make is definitely getting better and better. I mean, it used to be a game where basically it was your like your mobile games with very cartoony graphics, and definitely has come along. I mean, Epic's taking a different route with its Unreal Engine. That's more like the photorealistic side of it, and sometimes I don't think I want photorealism for some of this stuff, because the problem with overrealism is it means that the quality of the simulation you would expect would have to be so much better, and I don't think the two are in alignment right now. I don't think we really have enough physics and all that stuff to kind of get away with you know, you see photorealistic stuff but then don't have photo like reality simulation. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see when this genre of games, farming sim, construction sim, all those step up and go the photorealistic route. I think it's going to be a fair while yet. I mean, look at Minecraft. I mean, most people still prefer the basic graphics, and it's because it fits the genre. I'm hitting that scaffold. That's kind of weird. I'm craning my neck, like, oh, up and over and up and over, as if that makes any difference in the game. This shows you, as I was talking about graphics, this shows you that you can actually feel realism without actually super amazing graphics. Alright, back into the crane, and let's get that pallet of bricks that we've got hanging around over here. Hopefully that excavator has put everything into reach now. At worst it hasn't, and we can just do some more movement. I'm thinking this is going to be probably the majority of the pile. Let's get that wood beam done first, since it's so close to the wall. Nice big beams, probably an architectural element. And down. Back in the day, there used to be these glasses you could wear. I can't remember what they were called, but basically they were just black and white shutters in front of your eyes, and it meant that if you were watching a screen like this, you got 3D. And I kind of miss that. I would like, particularly with this, what I'm doing right now, it would be nice to have the depth of field to understand how far you are away. I mean, I do have the Tobii eye tracker, which, by the way, lately has been crashing, so it won't actually boot right now, so it's not working in games. But I know it works, kind of, because I can still log into Windows with it, so the facial recognition for logging in works, just that the software that, like, bridges it into games, so like into construction sim, farming sim, stuff like that, that's crashing when it launches, so it doesn't work right now. So at the moment I cannot, you know, honestly suggest you get a Tobii eye tracker. So yeah, it kind of makes me want to go, and even then with it you don't really get that depth of field, you just get a little bit of movement with your head. Yeah, I would like to go back to where you can just wear some glasses and risky. One frame goes to the one eye and one frame goes to the other eye, and then they use the LCD shutter to work it all out. Lay bricks. What's that mean? Okay, you just have to go inside. Yeah, so it would be nice to... is it top floor? Yeah, top floor. It would be nice to have a very 3D effect. Is it this thing? Yeah, lay bricks. So we're going to get outside walls, I guess. Oh, that's cool. There'll be a triangle and another triangle. It's a nice looking house. I would be happy living in this house. And we're going to get nice beams on the top. Oh, that's cool. And then what's the last unpack? Some vapor barrier stuff. That's cool. Oh, that's... why do we have bricks inside? Interesting. Alright, down we go. I assume we have to go all the way down the staircase. That way, that way, that way. And... trying to get out without making myself feel sick. Ironically, I started to flub just as I was saying that. I think that can just reach. If I got the swing right. Let's see if I can swing left and right. Oh, that was very lucky. Where is it going? On the roof. Alright, a bit of an edit there because I was trying to get a thumbnail. I don't know whether that's the thumbnail I'll use or not, but yeah, I was trying to get the angle right so I could just see the whole house and the bricks and everything else because it looks really cool. I think that's one of the better contracts I've ever seen in the game. Yeah, definitely fun with all the concreting and the bricks and some little bit of woodwork. Yeah, this is a fun one, definitely. Well done. Well done. And all right, are we going to? Yeah, no, I was going to say, are we going to unpack the tiles on the roof? But no, we're not. Right, looks like we're at the point where we have to clear the crane, so dismantle that. And clear the marked area. Remove topsoil. So out the back here, it looks like we're going to do some gardening. And what are these things? So those are paving stones, okay. So let's squeeze into the excavator here. It's probably, go on, let me go forward. Probably a bit big for what we're doing, but yeah, we can do it. Squeeze through here without getting stuck on that blue thing, wherever it was. Much like the last episode with the topsoil, I'm not going to worry about trying to put it into a truck. It's just not worth it. Alright, let's try to get a nice angle here. Try to make sure I can get up against the wall there, so I kind of need to be at 90 degrees to it. Is that the closest angle, camera angle I can get? Okay. That tree's a little bit annoyingly in the way. Is it quite shallow? Yeah, it is quite shallow. I suppose you could use... What type of dozer could you use? Or a... Is there something in the shop? I'm actually interested to look at our vehicle fleet, and there's actually something that would do this better. I mean, you could use these dozers, but that's way overkill. I suppose you could use a wheel loader. Yeah. I was trying to think of, do we own something nice and small? I don't think we do. There's some smaller, like, yeah, you could use this, like, JCB backhoe, but the scoop's tiny. Yeah, the front of it actually probably is the more appropriate thing to use. Since it's getting dark. Noon it comes. Goodbye, grungy music. Hello, the music from during the day. I think this is one of the things where I can just walk backwards. And as I go backwards, I can scoop. Yeah. Bit cheesy, but that worked. Yeah, I don't know if this is the right tool for this. I think I should be using a front loader. 78% though. Let's get this stuff next to the building, next to the house. 93. And one half decent scoop over here. Yeah, and that should do it. Alright. Deliver and spread sand. Well, we still do have our truck right behind us, which we just hit. So I'm not going to get this too far away because I will use it to we'll use the bucket up there to hook these plants and get them planted. So let's fill it up with sand, which is probably way more than we need. I'm glad we've got the small truck here now. If we had brought the massive cat over, I think that would have been a little bit too excess. Let's see if we can get a nice camera angle here. Alright. Up you go. Oh, that's way too much, way too much, way too much. Oh, interesting. This is going to be a capacity one. This is going to be about how many litres you've delivered. Done. That worked out quite well. Oh, be quiet. You shouldn't have been there in the first place. Alright, and then this guy over here is in the way. Back into drive mode, please. Oh, of course, the 3 cubic yards where we don't want someone. And we'll get this out the way. I think we are finished with this, but I don't want to put it into our shed or anything because it means we will lose the material in it, and that does cost money. I think you get about 50% of the money back. I think this truck can go away though. Hopefully I won't regret that. You have to come in on the left hand side where the cab is. And I am 99% sure I'm going to want that with us. So I think I can go down this side. Yeah, that dirt didn't disappear. Interesting. Sometimes, or most of the time, they've got logic to cause that. Let's put this. I should be able to just park it, I think, about there. Ah, I did not mean to do that. Oh, it's a comedy of errors. I'm just going to scoop this. If I dump it outside of bounds, it will just evaporate. Struggling to get a camera angle here. These trees are kind of in the way, which does suggest to me that I've got the wrong size equipment. I should be using something smaller. Oh, okay, logic. Alright, let's do a 180. Alright, you are back to front, remember that. And success. Back to front. You just told yourself that. It's amazing how you can adapt. How the mind can can do that. It's freaky. So is this the fastest way of doing this? I mean, we don't have that much choice really, do we? So hopefully I can reach. Alright. No, don't get stuck there. Don't get stuck there. Booming close. Oh, that is terrible. You can do so much better than that. I'm trying to save a couple of seconds and it is not going well. Just, yeah, boom in like you should. So that vapor barrier, that white one's still available, so there's going to be something after this. There's one more step to do. So that tree needs to go at the far back. I wonder what I should be using for this. I assume an excavator is what I should be using. Oh, maybe I should be using a truck with a crane on it. You have to drive around that tree. Around we go. So we can reach in. There we go. That went a little bit better. And then the tree's the front right, so I think it's best to go to the right hand side here rather than around the back. Let's pick up that and we'll curl it. And away we go. And this will be the end of the episode. Very, very soon at least. Don't forget to subscribe, all that cool stuff, YouTube stuff, comment, all that stuff. Great to see people enjoying the episodes. Bit of farm sim action, bit of construction sim action. Oh, simulation action. And if you're into trains, we've got the Transport Fever station as well. Donuts Transport Fever. If you're into that, just started a Great Western Railway themed series over on the Donuts Transport Fever station. It's in the description if you want to find it. So yeah, if you're into that stuff, check that out as well. They are daily, so seven days a week. So there is a plethora of those to watch if you're into lots of trains and detail and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I really enjoy making that series. Lots and lots of fun. And I think it looks fantastic too. Alright, clear the construction site. Why do I have a vapor barrier? Why do I have a vapor barrier? Is that still part of the job? Nope, that's a debriefing. So I think, can I walk up to something and say, hey, is there a way? I think there's a way of telling stuff in the world to go away. But for now, we'll fight with camera angles and light poles and everything else, and we'll just move that off site. Please reach, please reach. Come on, come on. Here we go. There we go. So, oh, I'm not off the site. My front tires just. What is happening? There we go. I am definitely rusty. Definitely wasn't doing that 3 or 4 months ago. All right, let's check with the foreman and see if they're happy with our kind of boxy but cool job site. Yeah, really, really cool. I think, yeah, let's do this. Da, da, da. Single family house. Job completed and episode finished. Well, it was fun to return back to Construction Simulator, and yeah, I actually enjoyed this job. It was quite fun. There was a bit of concreting, a bit of craning, a bit of digging, a bit of everything. I think, yeah, it came out quite well. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time on the Developer Plays channel. See you, everybody.